All right. Hi, everyone, and welcome to my Go Live interview series, Entrepreneurs Live Talk, Episode 5. So, in this series, I'll be inviting and interviewing some of our business partners in our growing global community, which is now over 235,000 people all around the world. And in this space, you'll get to know more about the people in our online business community, as well as hear real life stories and learn about why people are choosing to move online and join our community, but also even gain insights into how this business works. So, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I would like to take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Mona. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and I'm a wife, a mom to two amazing kids, and a proud online digital business owner. And today I'm super excited to introduce you all to Ati Lakshmi. And she's coming to you live from British Columbia, which is on the other side of Canada, Western Canada. And this is actually the first time I'm meeting Ati. So I'd like to Ati, I'd like to thank you for accepting my interview, for doing this Go Live. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so without further ado, Ati, I will pass it over to you. And if you can introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and share your journey a bit.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us in the live. And thank you, Mona. Thank you for inviting me in your page today. And I'm really glad to share the journey, so far, whatever we have gone through in this business. And yes, I am Adi Nanda. I'm originally from southern part of India and presently living in Surrey with my husband and my daughter. And this journey, and yes, I am a full-time by profession. I am from the hospitality background, and 20 plus years of experience in the hospitality we had. And now myself and my husband, we are into this business, and we are a proud digital business entrepreneur. And I'm so glad, this journey was so far incredible, and that's how it is.
Oh, that's so great. And what inspired you to start an online business, and how did you come across this particular one?
Yes, 2.5 years back, we moved to Canada and from India, okay? And we were in New Brunswick when we reached Canada. And, India has got the weather condition, that, right? Plus
Yes.
45. And soon we came over to New Brunswick, it is minus 45. And we are really, really struggling to, cope up the weather and all those stuff. That is one part. And we immigrated to the new country, right? And the needs are increasing, and everything is new for us. Weather is new, culture is new, and the cost and all those things, everything is new for us, right? And myself and my husband, we are thinking that, yes, we do have full-time job, okay, it's okay, but definitely we need to have some side hustle.
Oh, for
That is
sure.
how we started looking for something. And we were exploring lot of opportunities. And the best part, we never know what is right, what is wrong, right? Which is legitimate, right? That's our biggest question before we started.
Right.
And yes, then we were scrolling through because definitely we wanted to work only online, because we don't want to go with any again, I cannot go and work for any job because already we are tied with one job, right? And we came across through the Facebook ad. And what we did, we registered our name and email ID there. And my mentor sits in Winnipeg, and my coach sits in Brampton. Then we had a discussion, and that inspired us. If something is not real, definitely, people don't call you and speak to you in face to face and all those stuff, right? They don't reply and all those stuff, right? This made us, this inspire, this business is really legitimate
It is.
to
It's
get into the business. Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible, this business and the community, but I'll speak on that a bit later. But you're right, Ati. It's so important to have multiple streams of income, especially in a day like
Right.
where we are living in today.
Right.
But in terms of myself, I'd like to share a bit about my what inspired me to start this online business. And it's basically, I realized that I was missing out on my important milestones with my kids. And for me, seeking that balance between my career, my family, my personal aspirations, it was really important to me. And so I felt really torn between work and family and trying to juggle both, especially when you're so limited in your time in the day. And that's when I started exploring options out there in terms of, it wasn't just that, it was also inflation. The cost of everything was rising, the cost of gas, the cost of food, just mortgage increases, everything, interest rates increases, and just the overall cost of living was so high now. And yeah, so that's when I started looking for different options. And I stumbled upon this opportunity online on social media, just like we did. And so, yeah, that's where I found this opportunity. So I know I had asked you earlier about how did you come across this particular one. So there are a few steps that you can, if anyone is interested in knowing more about our business and what we do, you can register on our website. So you can go to either Aati's or mine. Mine is www.monapatel.info. And once you've registered your name and email, then there's a 20-minute webinar that you can attend as well. And that basically shows us how our business model works. And also you have access to, once you sign up, once you sign up the webinar, there's also a 90-minute webinar that's offered twice a week, and that's live. And if you miss the live, that's fine. You can watch the replay, which is also sent via email. And then, you'll just have access to real people in our business and hear their testimonies during those 90-minute live interviews. So then once you finish watching the 90-minute webinar, and you feel that, this is something that you're interested in, then there's a 30-day trial period where you pay $149. And you get 30 days to basically explore everything that our business is, our private. You'll be invited to our private Facebook group, and just, it's you'll see all the inspirations from other people and, their stories and how they're doing their businesses. And then once you decide that, it's still for you, then you would sign up with a one-on-one coaching call with our experts. And that's where any of all your questions would be answered. So basically once you finish with the coaching call and you decide, which path you're going to take, and you sign up, you're officially a business owner. So anyways, I will go on to the next question. So Aati, how did your struggles with where you were previous to joining this online business impact your daily life and mindset?
Yes. Because I mentioned that, we are working in the hotels, right? Hospitality job demands a lot of physical work because both of us into the housekeeping, and we used to keep walking around the property to inspect the rooms and all those stuff. Physically, you are tired, and that is the reason we were looking, our passive income through the online. That's how we decided very clearly that physically we cannot get tired, right? Your 8 hours is already tired, and I cannot get tired with other part-time job. So that's how we came into this business. And mindset also, how it will be. Okay, come, do job and go, because you don't have that, because you are done, because basically your mind is done with the physical job, right? And that's number one. Number two, the paycheck, right? Whatever you earn, just you spend it, right? You don't have anything as a saving, right? Because whatever you get, just you spend it. But when you get a passive income, yes, that is there for us. And this now, I have a teenager daughter, right? Now she's into 14. Now she has to go to the university and all those stuff, right? I need to have something for her to, spend her in the university, right? And definitely I need it. But before we start this business, and we don't have anything else, right? We left only with the full-time job salary, right? And those things, those are where the struggles. And in terms of mindset, it is always bother us, right? There is a lot of fear that, how we are going to survive here to manage the cost, and how we are going to put our daughter in the university and all those stuff. That is really, really a nightmare for us before we getting into the business.
Yes, 100%. And I agree. You touched on passive income, Ati. And with passive income, that's the beauty of this business. You can set it up, and then, in the future, just let your business run in the background while you're enjoying doing the things that you love, right? And you could be sleeping and you're making money. You could be out enjoying, recreational activities and you could be making money. But you'd need to keep in mind, this is not an overnight, you don't become a millionaire or you don't have success overnight. You have to spend about 1 or 2 years setting up that business. And I say 1 or 2 years, it really depends on the person, right? If you have about 1 to 2 hours a day, then that's all you need, because a lot of the people in our community are working parents. So yeah, so once you do your hard work, set up the business, then you just let it run for you.
Yes, that's right.
My next question is, how has having this business changed your life?
Yes, this business, I can say that, it's when we started it given us a lot of confidence. Because I am a very, very introvert person, that, I'm very scared to talk. Really, it gives us good confidence. The reason, the classes which we go through, the training program which we go through on day-to-day basis, right? That really shaped us as a person. And yes, still we are learning, not that we reach some level. Yes, still we are learning, but that changed our life. And when we say that we got lot of global, because we had a big global community, right? And we could able to get good connections, right? And we share the thoughts, and that's really, it's a good moral support, especially people come into this country new and getting into the business new. And definitely that's a big asset to getting into the business. And now we are not worried about much fear, right? We are not having it now. It's okay. Because there is a way, as long you follow the step-by-step training which is given to you. If you follow, you no need to worry about it. And I strongly, I can say that mindset really has changed, in a longer way. And along with that mindset, there is a lot of gratitude, than that what is not there, let's not think about it, because continuously we talk with the people with the like-minded, that mindset, that attitude is changed, rather that it is not available, whatever is having, having that attitude to appreciate things, right? Those things are really, that is, yes, monetary is definitely is important, but in the same way, as a person, this business molded our life in a great note.
Right. And that's the thing, like, once, in terms of changing your life, that the flexibility in your schedule, more time with the family, achieving that ultimate financial and time freedom, financial independence and time freedom will come with time. It, again, like I said, I'm not just going back to, this is not an overnight success thing. It takes work to get there. But in the meantime, you're building personal growth, just like you said, Ati, and you're building those connections with supportive and like-minded people in our community. And the best part is you can just reach out to anyone in the world, in fact, with any questions or anything you want to chat about or anything like that. But it's the offline meetups that has been a game changer for me, Ati. I don't know if you've been to any of those offline meetups, but I know in Toronto they've had one not too long ago, and I attended it, and it was such an amazing experience, actually meeting real people in the community who are local. That really helps.
Right.
Especially when you know that you're in this business alone, but you really aren't. You're surrounded by like-minded people.
That's right.
All right. So what advice would you give other people, maybe other immigrant moms as well, who feel overwhelmed balancing work and home responsibilities?
See, as a full-time working parent, both of us are full-time working people, and we are, doing the digital business as well. Say example, we finish our work, we come home, we do our, whatever is left for the home, we do it, and after that, it's all in our hand, right? It's all in our hand how we manage our time, uh, because the training module, it does not have any time restriction. It has got the flexibility, right? I can go through the training whenever I can feel like, I can do that.
Right.
The automation system, it helps me that, it's not that during my work I need to come and reply to people. It's not required, right? And I can the automation system reply to all my customers. Then when I come home, I can take my own time. No, I have to leverage my small pocket of time, right? 24 hours in a day we have. I work only 8 hours. Then what am I doing at the balance hours, right? And it's all the personal will, how you move forward. And but our proven system supports with proven the training and the automation. It is proven, right? And people are having, succeeding, and we could able to see their success stories, right? And what I say that rather how I do, rather thinking like that, let's take action, right? Let's not try to be perfect, something like that. Always action beats the perfection, right?
Yeah.
And that's purely in our hand, right? And so far successfully we are doing it. It is not affecting any of our work, or now I could able to spend some, say example, in my case, if I have to go part-time work now, again I cannot spend my time with my daughter for her studies and all those stuff, right? Now full-time job is not getting affected. I could able to give little time to my daughter, and I can concentrate on my business, right? And that's how I try to say, rather getting worried or something like that, we need to try it. Then let's see the pros and cons.
Right.
And our system is supporting us very good, right? And the global community does not have, like, customer service 9 to 5. It's not like that. That operates 24/7, because across the globe that global community is there.
Right.
Anyone we can approach and we can able to get it, right? And that's how we are very successfully we are doing it. I advise that whosoever have that hesitation, that please, we need to push over. We have to clear the boundaries, right? And that's in our hand. Definitely we can do that. When Mona and myself can do it, I think definitely anyone can do it.
Yeah, for sure. And it's so, to all the women, the moms, it's okay to seek opportunities that align with your goals and values, right? Online business is not just about making money, but it's also about creating that happy life, that really matters to you. And it's about taking that small steps and trusting your ability to learn and to grow as well. All right. So number 6, what were your biggest fears or uncertainties you faced when starting your online business, and how did you overcome them?
I don't have any knowledge about social media, and I don't have any knowledge about marketing. I am not that person.
That's a very common fear, yeah.
Yeah. Then that was the that we were thinking that that was our fear before we get into this business.
Yes.
But how we overcome that? Once we register it, once you pay that 149 USD, when you go into that business module, right? The detailed model, everything is clearly shown there, that what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
It is clearly mentioned that, right? How do you set your funnel, and how do you market yourself, and what are the platform you do, and what is the pros and cons, what are the guidelines you need to do. Everything is mentioned very clearly over there. And I suggest that let's follow the process step by step, and definitely we can overcome it. That's how I could say.
Yeah, and use your why. Like, there are reasons why people got into this kind of business, right? They have a very strong why. But overcoming your fears by focusing on your why. I know there are lots of fears. I was one of them. I had many fears. I had a lot of fear about what would other people think, you know, especially in my social circle. What would other people think? Would they judge? But after joining this business, all of that just disintegrated and went away. You know, it's because your why has to be strong enough, and let that help you along the way. And always remind yourself, you know, growth happens outside of a comfort zone. So if you are in your comfort zone, that means that you are not growing. You have to step out, you have to take risks, and then you'll just see that you're flourishing.
Right.
Yeah. All right, my last question for you, Ati. So looking back on your journey, what are you most proud of, and what do you hope to achieve in the future with your online business?
Today I'm glad that I could able to face to face on the online. I'm having that confidence to speak to people.
Yeah.
Because I am against means I cannot that I'm very very scared of social media. I don't before I get into the business. If you go through my Facebook, you don't even see anything because I'm very very scared. Today, this business given me a confidence, as a person, and in this business I learn something, by then I'm earning, and we are not stopping it, right? And we are trying to help each other. That's a good part. As a human, you learn additional qualities, right? That's more important than anything. And if you ask about the future, I have a daughter, as I mentioned, and the business has got the legacy, right? As I can, that can be done by, we can pass through to our kids also, right? And I think in the future, definitely that's we could able to pass it over to her, and she also no need to go for work, as in it's not required that she has to struggle like us, that physically or something like that. I think definitely that's our future plan, that's our vision, to bring into the business when she is ready to go.
Yeah, and I have a similar goal as well. For me,
Right.
in this business, for those of you who don't know, it's you are able to pass down this business to your children, to your next generation. You know, you are able to leave that legacy of freedom and growth and empowerment to them. So that is a big plus point with this business. And one of the other things that is my long-term goal is to really be able to grow my business to the point where I am helping as many women and moms around the world. Because that's actually that's one of the reasons why I came into this business as well, to be able to help people. Yeah, and so I will just leave it at that. Well, Ati Lakshmi, thank you so much for joining me today and sharing your incredible journey. You know, hearing about your experiences and why you started this business has really inspired me. And I'm sure it's going to inspire many women, many immigrants as well out there. And to all my viewers, thank you so much for watching and for your continued support. If today's interview sparked your interest or left you curious about this online digital business, don't hesitate to reach out. Again, our websites, I'm just going to remove this so you can see my website at least. It's on my video right there. And thanks again, Ati, and thank you to everyone who tuned in. I will see you on the next episode of Entrepreneurs Live Talk next week. Until then, take care, stay inspired, and keep dreaming big. Bye for now, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.